Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Um, all right, let's take a look here. Awesome. Sound is doubled. I think you also have the YouTube on. That's why the sound is doubled. Should only be singled. Awesome. So just gotta bring up one more thing here. Okay, so just gotta make sure we have the correct equipment to record it. Perfect. All right, welcome everybody to a simulation session, and let's just start to see if we can start recording it now. All right, audio is also being recorded. Beautiful. So, will this be uploaded? No. So this is a one-time thing that we're doing for YouTube as well. It will not be recorded on YouTube. It's only going to be recorded for the members here for Market Fluidity. Um, So what we're going to do in this is we're going to simulate, probably we're going to simulate, what are we going to simulate? Pound yen or gold? Pound yen or gold? I think we're going to simulate gold. Okay, yeah. So we're going to simulate gold. We're going to go over certain risk management, strategies, ideas. We're going to probably, if opportunity presents itself, we may also let trades run, add positions. So we're going to go over certain aspects of trade management, risk management, and how you can basically kind of um, really get some good gains from trades. Okay, why are you making us wake up at 8 in the morning on Sunday? Well, you can go back to sleep. All right, let's start this right here. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the YouTube chat open. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get some dates over here. So for people who don't know, this is a simulator called Soft4FX, right? You can get this from, all right, Slack, close Slack, okay. You can get this from this website right here, soft4fx.com. Costs about 99 bucks, pretty good. I use it probably once a week. Pretty handy. Okay, so we're gonna go back to 2020. Let's go back almost 1 year. Let's go back to August. We're gonna start from the 2nd of August. We're gonna go all the way till oh, we have 1 year over here. Till the 15th. We need 15 dates. We're only gonna be starting from Sundays. All right, here we go. So these are the dates we have at this time so far, right? Let's do, so we got what, October 2020, we got December, we got January, March, April, May, September. Let's do 30th May. 30th May, pretty recent, not that far at all. So, okay, 30th May going once, going twice, and 30th May it is. Awesome, perfect. Do 30th May here. We're going to go to data center. You can see here, you can also download the events, all the news and stuff and all that, also gets downloaded. Okay, so we're going to choose gold. We're going to choose 30th May here. 2020, it was 2021. May. 30th May. So let's start with around $5,000. Actually, $7,500. Yeah, let's start with $7,500. Time on the charts, we're going to choose New York close. We're going to go with, 1 to 100 leverage, no problem. Spread, real spread, I'm not sure what kind of spread there was on Duca's copy, so we're going to do like a fixed spread. It's going to be 18. Yeah, almost 2 pips, less than 2 pips. History in the charts. It's going to be 250 candles that we want to see. Fixed gold. Okay, gold. Awesome, perfect. Let's start it. All right. So first of all, we need to load up the charts over here. We're going to start off with the weekly. We're going to start off with the daily. 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute. I kind of want to take a look at the 15 minute, but we're not going to be looking at the 15 minute as much, but we're still going to bring it on. You know, mostly the trade ideas are going to be based off of the 4 hour time frame. Executions are going to be on the 1 hour time frame and 30-minute time frame. You know, so 15 minute, we're very rarely going to look at the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Why did you choose 250 candlesticks? Why did I choose 250 candlesticks? So that we can have a data of 250 daily candles. You know, if I would have chosen 150, we would have only had a data of like, 150. So that's why I chose 250. I could have done 300, but that was the number that came to my mind, 250. Okay. Oh, awesome. Perfect. Daily time frame. So here's the thing. We will move on towards, will there be a recording of this call? Andrew, imagine we did a webinar which was not recorded, right? Let's just imagine that. We did a webinar, it wasn't recorded. What's the point of doing a webinar if it's not recorded? Of course it's recorded, man. Of course. I mean, okay. Let's continue. So, the trading plan is going to be trading at around, like pre-New York, 6 a.m. Eastern. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move on towards the time over here, which will be 6 a.m. Eastern. So you can see right here, candles are forming at this point. This is the daily. So as time goes on, you can see candles are forming. We're moving into London Open right now. This is 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So when you see the time 1300 hours, this is a 6 a.m. Eastern. Can you change the background to black? Holy. All right. We're going to stick with whatever background we have at this point. Okay. This is why we don't do webinars for the Gulag, for the YouTube guys. All right. So let's scale fix this. All right, so this is 6 a.m. Eastern, and we have candles that are coming down to some sort of a support. And we're going to start to break this down here now. So let's take a look on the daily here now. When we're taking a look at the daily, okay, so we go from high time frame to low time frame. So looking at the daily, we can see two things, right? The number one thing is that the daily candle, so we need to see how the daily candle formed. The daily candle basically went bullish as it formed. Right down over here, you can see it went bullish and now it's retracing. It hasn't really gone bearish. So the question is, can the daily candle go bearish, right? If the daily candle can go bearish, we probably want some sort of a support to be broken on the small time frame, let's say the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, whatever, right? But so far it hasn't, so we're not sure. Second thing is, there was a rejection on the daily candle. You can look at the date at the bottom on the 26th May. There was a rejection. So maybe if we're going to go bearish on the daily candle, maybe it would be probably because of the rejection we had previously, right? Let's take a look on the 4 hour time frame here as well. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, we can see there was a resistance formed in the 4 hour time frame. So we're going to bring up our line studies. Okay, there we go. We got our line studies right here. Right, so there was a resistance on the 4 hour. We're also coming down. So as the 4 hour candles moved up, we broke above a resistance to the left hand side around 1899, right? So if we're coming down, we need to probably break below this low to probably continue down in this 36 pip range. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame now. Now looking at the 1 hour time frame, what we can find more information is that there's a resistance formed on the 1 hour. There's also some sort of a support here on the 1 hour time frame. And this is the new candle forming at this point. So now we got to identify is that, okay, if we can break below the support, how far can price continue to move down? And if we can take a look to the left hand side, there's a wick here to the left hand side, 16 pips away. There's another support down, almost like 30 pips away. So not that clean of a range. But if we focus this on the 30-minute time frame, let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Ooh, 30-minute time frame is also consolidating over here. So in the 30-minute time frame, we have this resistance, and above this resistance, we have clean range to the left-hand side. And we have to measure how big this range is. This is a 28, 29 pip range. So I think it's a pretty decent range if price does start to go bullish, right? At the same time, if you look at to the bottom side, this is a support we have. And this is almost, 40 pips away. Now the question is, if we do break below the support, there's another support right over here at 1902, right? So the question is, if we do break below the support, what are the chances that we will reject the support versus what's the chances that we will continue pushing down with a lot of volume, right? And I think the only reason we may push down with a lot of volume is going to be because of the fact that we're coming into pre-New York volume time at this point. So I think that's going to be the only reason why we should continue pushing down with a lot of volume. So yeah, let's take a look at how price moves and what happens at the stage, and then we can probably decide if we can take a sell over here or not. Price is forming. You can see we're breaking the low in the first 1 minute, in the first 2 minutes, 1 minute. Pretty risky here, because for price to really move down, we needed to cross below this wick right here, right? Because as it comes into the zone, there's a rejection. This is a rejection area. So we need price to break, below this area, or probably have a candle to close below this area. That's going to be a much better idea to take a sell. Or if we can break above, then we can go up. But other than that, I don't think any of those two things are going to happen at this point. So we shall have to wait here a little bit. You can see the 30-minute candle is also about to close. 10 minutes left. And as the candle is going to come to close, we're going to just be very, very patient. Now, when we talk about this range, this is like a 31 pip range, consolidation range. Yeah, I don't think it's much of a nicer range here. So you can see now we're starting to break the low in the last 2 minutes. So yeah, probably not, because we're breaking the low in the last 2 minutes. So it's better to wait for the candle to close. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. All right, so this is the start of the new 30-minute candle, right? Now, if we think, or if we want this 30-minute candle to continue down, there are a few things that are here. We have a support at this point. We need price to break below the support, or we need candle to wick up first and then break the low to continue down. If it does not wick up first to go down, then I don't think there's going to be a sell over here. Plus, also it's a Monday, right? So we got to be very careful. Yes, we gotta wait for it to wick up. It wicks up. There we go. We're getting that top wick. If it starts breaking its own low, then I think that's going to be an opportunity to take a sell, and then we can have this, 24 pip range over here. It's going to be a very, very nice range here now. 24 pip range. Oh, but I guess it's not going to break its own low because it's retracing way too much at this time, and the 1 hour candle is also about to close. Four-hour also kind of open at this point. Yeah, nothing. 1 hour candle has closed. Rejection from support. Nothing happening. 30-minute candle also closed bullish. It's just not good. See, if it starts to break the low right here, the stop loss is going to be way too big, So can't really execute a trade at that point because the stop is going to be around 27 pips. I'd rather want this candle to close bearish and then let the next one break the previous low to continue down. That's going to be much, much better because at this point the stop is just going to be way too big. Even on the 15-minute candle, you can see right here the stop is just going to be would have been way too big, 27 pips. All right, let's take a look at this now. The 15-minute candle has closed. Let's go to properties. Let's do some scale fix here now, right? So, 1-hour candle is obviously bearish at this point. 30-minute candle has broken the previous low. We have a range to fill, almost like, 22 pips at this point. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, 15-minute candle also has this range, which is, down till here. Now, if this 15-minute candle breaks the low of the previous one, I think that's going to be a good opportunity to take a sell, considering we're in a pre-New York volume time for price to continue down. So I think that's where we can execute a sell over here if the 15-minute candle breaks the low of this candle right here. We shall take a sell and then we can continue pushing down. If we can get that, oh, probably not. Probably not. Not today. What lot size are you starting in 5,000? Well, I'm not sure about 5,000, but we're going to be doing 1.5% risk on 7,500. All right, the new 30-minute candle has started now, and yeah, we got a rejection over here on the 30-minute time frame. Looks like it's going to be a no trade day on Monday. Nothing. 1-hour candle also about to close, and yeah, it looks like we're going to have a rejection here on the 1-hour time frame. Well, guys, NY Open is about to come in. Let's take a look at news. Do we have any news on Monday? We have no news on Monday. Perfect. No buys with those rejection wicks, liquidity grabs? No, because there's no confirmation to take buys. And also this is a consolidation range, so there's no buys over here. The only buys I'm looking at is above 1907, because above this area we have clean candles to the left hand side in this 28 pip range. So nothing. Here's the thing, we don't have to force a trade. Every time price moves in a buying zone or a sell zone, we don't have to be in that trade. There's no reason to just force a trade because, we're sitting in front of a computer, we got to take a trade. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to identify clear areas where you want to execute a trade. Of course, from this point, we can go up to this range at 1907. Sure, that could be a trade, but would that be a trade that you would want to take? So look at price action, look at zones, look at areas where you think you're going to have clean candles, and that's where you're going to be able to execute trades. So for me, above 1907, perfect opportunity for buys. So you got to wait for that. Now you can see we're coming down to half an hour past NY Open. Nothing really happened so far. Been on the charts for about 2 hours now, 2.5 hours. So no big deal. So now we're going to move on to the next day. And as we're moving across 1 hour, you can see we've just been consolidating, right? This is 11 a.m. Eastern, just consolidation. Look, still 12 consolidation. How do you distinguish from a rejection at your support versus a continuation? Well, if you're looking at the 1 hour time frame, you would need a candle to close bearish, and then you would say, okay, we can have a continuation. But if a candle is closing with a rejection, then that's a rejection. So would you consider that move a fake out? No, a fake out is when price rejects and then moves the other way. So there's nothing. It's consolidation. Consolidation. Okay, accept it. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to move up over here. Oh wow, look at that. Asian session moves. This is London Open now. London Open. Obviously, you know, if we trade the New York session at this time, we're basically sleeping, so there's no way for us to take a look at this. It's 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. All right, so let's just do these analyses again. This is 6 a.m. Eastern the next day, and when we come to the charts, we can see that, okay, oh wow, price has moved a lot. So now we gotta do some analysis and to figure out what can we do with this movement. So let's take a look on the weekly time frame. Oh, weekly hasn't really gone bearish at all. So this is interesting because look, the weekly candle as it started on Monday only went bullish. So I think there's a very good probability for the weekly candle to go bearish. So that's how I'm determining my bias at this point. Looking at the daily time frame, daily is starting to move down here as well with the rejection. Awesome, looks good. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, now you got to tell stories based on the 4-hour time frame, right? And I think this is what we can do over here now in the 4-hour time frame. We had candles move bullish, strong bullish candle. You can see there's a big body, strong bullish candle. And then we had a weak body 4-hour candle. Now, this is the new 4-hour candle, which opened almost an hour ago. You can look at the time here, right? Opened an hour ago. If this 4-hour candle breaks the low of the previous 4-hour candle, there's a very good possibility we can continue pushing down towards this resistance we broke earlier, right? Or also we can come down to this rejection here we had from yesterday. Let's take a look on the small time frame. Now, looking at the 4-hour time frames, daily time frames, those are just like, you know, ideas we're getting where price may move. Now, looking at the 1-hour time frame, it's very clear, I would say, or probably not that clear, but if you can see right here, this is a support we formed on the 1-hour time frame as we moved up. Price came down and broke below the support and went down to make a low, right? This was also a resistance here earlier on. We also created another resistance here. Now, this is a trick that I use all the time, right? Whenever you come to the charts and you see that we've made a big move, is that a cup and a handle? My God, this is why I don't do the streams for the fucking YouTube people over here. Where do you see a cup and a handle over here? There's no cup and a handle. So, okay, the point I'm trying to get at is whenever you see price move with the big move, right? So this is a big move coming down. Always understand this. There's always going to be a retracement and price is going to retest a low or retest a high whenever it makes that low or a high. You know, something that happened right here. Look, price went up, made a high, came down. It took its time, but it still retested this high. It made another high right over here. I think on the small time frame we can see it. Yeah, whatever, right? So we made another high right here. Price came down and retested that high. But now we've moved down with a lot of volume, right? So we've made a low over here. Now, the only perfect scenario we can take a look at this is that let's say we're looking for buys at this point, right? If we're looking for buys, the only buys we could get is probably if price can, you know, create a support at this point, and we could have price move up if there's range, and we're going to get to that range here. Or if we can move up, create a resistance at this point, and then continue on to push down to retest this low. That's a sell we can take. Or we can also look for a buy if we can, you know, break above 1910 and then continue to move up because we got clean candles here to the left hand side. So now we're going to measure these ranges, how big these ranges are, and do these trade ideas actually make sense. So looking for a buy, let's say, oh, this is a 51 pip range, pretty good range over here. Above 1910, we have 49 pip range, pretty good range here at this point here as well. So perfect. So we're going to try to see if we can look some sort of a buys or whatever. Plus also we can't ignore the fact that this is a strong support area here. So if we're going to look for a buy from a support, we need to look for some sort of a support to form, right? And the only way we're going to see a support formed is if we can get a candle to close bullish. All right, let's remove all these zones over here. So as the candle is forming, there's no need to panic. We got to wait for the candle to close, okay? I know new traders just start panicking, so we got to stay. Yeah, so we got to stay very vigilant and patient. You got to exercise some patience. And till then, I'm just going to copy over these zones over to the 30-minute time frame. Perfect. Right, so we've made a low. If we can create support to go up, then we can come down to retest this low. I think that's going to be a very amazing trade. So right now, there's no trade at this point. You have to wait for price to develop. You have to wait for candles to form in some way that you can recognize, you know. So right now, we're just waiting over here. We're waiting for the 30-minute candle to close. Minimum pip range, you could go off for, could be, you know, maybe like 30 pips, 25 pips, 30 pips. All right, candle's about to close, 30-minute candle. You can see right here, we're about to close bullish, which is very good, which means we can probably get a idea to take a buy over here. Oh, wow, look at that. All right, the 30-minute candle has closed. We have closed bullish, right? We've closed bullish. We're closing at a support. There's probably a wick to fill right over here, almost like 19, 20 pips at this point. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour candle is still open. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, 15-minute candle is bearish at this point. So I guess what we may want to do is looking at the 4 hour time frame. 4 hours also as a rejection level. I think for starters, let's go with the 1%. And so we're going to keep a stop loss below the previous candle, which is going to be like 14 pips over here. You know, nothing that major. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Stop loss right over here. 15 pips. Take profit, we're going to remove take profit. We're going to be aiming for around the wick fill, and at that wick fill, we're going to, you know, put stops at break even and let the rest run. All right, looks like a forced trade. No, actually, it's not a forced trade. What we're doing is that if we think that this is a support formed, we have a bullish candle close on the 30-minute time frame. For this next 30-minute candle to continue pushing up, we need this candle to respect the low of the previous 30-minute candle and then continue pushing up. That's what we're anticipating over here. You know, so all these trades taken here are only educational purposes. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go off of right now. So bon voyage is gonna be till this wick fill over here. But our true trade is gonna come when we retrace, create resistance up here, and then continue pushing on. Oh, it looks like we're gonna break this low over here. Okay, awesome. That was a forced trade. Couldn't manage risk, but we went with a lower risk over here. So that's actually perfect. Just perfect. The 1 hour candle is about to close over here. 1 hour, the 30-minute candle is also about to close. All right, the 30-minute candle has closed. 1 hour candle has closed. Perfect. So we're gonna wait for price to retrace, create a resistance, and then we can continue on down. We're gonna take a sell at that point. So yeah, we're gonna stick to our original plan over here now. This is the pre-New York session at this point, 1 hour before NY Open. All right, look at that. Pushing up over here, very nice. Let's see if you have any news over here now. We have, ISM news here around 10 a.m. Awesome. Why did that candle reject the previous support? It broke. Is that why it was a bad trade? No, it wasn't. It just broke that low, you know, and yeah, that's it. it just broke that low, so that's fine. I think the other thing was should have waited for the 15-minute candle to close bullish here as well. You know, so I think that was another mistake. Didn't wait for the 15-minute candle to close bullish. So now here we are. We're coming up towards that resistance we were expecting for price to come up to. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour candles are still bullish. This is perfect, right? We made a low, came up. If we can create a resistance, I think there's a very good possibility we can continue down. This is also the NY open at this point. Should have gave that trade a second chance. That's fine. Original plan was to kind of like, you know, take a sell after we can create a resistance to continue down. So I think we're going to stick with that. So we're going to start planning that now. Looking at the 30. Oh, wow. Look at that move. Looking at the 30-minute, we're coming up really strong, rejecting that area as well. Now the 30-minute candle is closing like a weak bullish candle, right? Looking at the 1 hour candle, 1 hour candle is still open. So we got to wait for the 1 hour candle to close. Also, if we look at the time, the 4 hour candle is also about to close. So looking at the 4 hour, we're closing bearish. The daily candle is also weak bullish candle at this point. Weekly candle still open at this point here as well. So we got to wait for the 1 hour candle to close and the 4 hour candle to close. Because we don't know how that's going to close. So it's a very, very big deal over here. Seems like a short sell is coming. Yeah, I would like to believe so. Is it a Q&A or a live market? This is a live market. I went to the guard and I got the keys and I'm like, hey, open the market for us, man. Open it. So he opened the market for us. So just for you guys, we opened the market here today. All right. All right, the candle is about to close over here now. The guards are going to come back in an hour. He's going to say, hey guys, like, come on. Enough is enough. You got to close the market now. Oh, gulag. All right, so we got 5 minutes left. Candle is coming up towards this area, about to close in 2 minutes. And there we go. This is the start of the new 4 hour candle. See how the 4 hour candle is still bearish. The body is bigger than the previous 4 hour candle. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we've made a low. We've come up. Now for price to now we got two things at this point, right? If you want price to move down, we needed to create a resistance, which means we need the candle to close bearish and then move in this 54 pip range, right? Second, if this candle can break the low of the previous candle, that's going to be an opportunity for price to continue down here as well. You know, third, looking at the 30-minute time frame, yeah, we're also going to need the 30-minute candle to close bearish over here to continue down as well. So that's going to be pretty tricky. If you're looking at a buying perspective, I think the only reason we can have a buying opportunity is if this candle can close above this rejection area, and then we can go up. So, yeah, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see what happens at this point. All right, we're coming down in the first 2 minutes. Very tricky, very tricky. Can't take a sell because the stop is going to be way too wild at this point. Way too wild. Even if we break the low over, it's going to be a very wild stop. Look at this 37, 38 pip stop. So we got to wait at this point. It's very tempting at this point, but man, we got to wait for this candle to close because the stop is way too big. Just too big at this point. 15-minute candle is about to close, which is good. Let's see how this candle closes over here. This is the close on the 15-minute time frame. Big rejection here. 30-minute candle is also still open. I kind of want to take a sell at this point, but I don't know. So here's what we can do. You know, we are rejecting here. 1 hour candle did break the low at this point, but the 15-minute rejection is something that's putting me on the sidelines. So I guess we're gonna wait a little bit more. Oh wow, that rejection on the 15 minute. Oh, we're about to break the high. Oh wow, we're coming up over here now. Well, well, well. What are you trying to do here, gold? Are we gonna wait for the 30-minute candle to close? Is it coming back down now in the 15-minute time frame? This is very, very, very tricky. This is extremely tricky situation. Wow, this is a lot of volume over here, man. I'm not sure. Is there any news? There's no news. Gotta wait for the 15-minute candle to close here as well, which is gonna close in about 5 minutes. And yeah, this is just nasty. Moved up, moved down, candle has closed. Look at the way it closed, looking at the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, 30-minute candle. If we take a look at this 30-minute candle, the previous one closed like a strong, strong bearish candle, which technically means we've created a resistance at this point, right? If we've created a resistance at this point, this means there's a very high probability for this candle to continue down, fill this wick, and continue moving further down. So I think this looks good for a sell over here. So probably going to do some dynamic entries here. Probably going to enter with a 1% risk. Stop is going to be above this area right here. We're targeting the support, our original idea. So we're going to go with that. Gotta get rid of the visual mode. It's going to be around bigger stops over here, 25 pip stops. And oh, uh-oh, not this one right here. We have to modify this one. Bring it up. All right. Yeah, perfect. So the whole idea is that take a look at this, right? We've bullish candle, a bearish candle, right? We made a low right here. We retraced. Now we have a resistance. If we have a resistance, we're in a high volume time at this point. So this is going to be a very, very high probability where price will continue down, fill this wick, and continue down to fill this support right here at the bottom. So that's why this trade is executed at this point. So again, this is the trade we were waiting for the whole morning, and awesome. Going to be a very amazing, amazing winning trade over here for us. As you can see right here, we're in 15 pip profits, 18, 20 pip profits over here. We're about to break this low. Oh, we've broken the low now. Now it should just continue driving down. We've broken the low at this point on a 30-minute low, right? Perfect. So just to be safe, what we're going to do is we will secure some positions. We're going to close partials right here, close about 50%. And yeah, so we're going to leave the rest running at this point now. We should continue down to fill this low right here. Oh, accidentally we used the higher lot size over here as well. 2 lots on a $7,500 account, which is at $8,300 now. So not too bad, 2 lots, you know. So we should continue down over here at this point. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time. 15-minute looks pretty nice. It just needs to close strong bearish. So the next 15-minute can just start dumping all the way down. There we go. Very strong bearish candle, the 15-minute time frame looking very nice. This one should just start dumping down here now. We also got news in about, oh, there we go. I think we're going to take this as a win right over here. So we're going to close majority of the position, close 90%, put stops at break even, and that's it. Very nice trade over here. Beautiful. Now we can just wait for the news to come in and we can just enjoy the rest of the ride, whether it's going to come up to stop us out or whether it's going to continue pushing down. How can you predict that? That's sorcery. It was very simple. We created a resistance on the 30-minute time frame and then that's it. So we took one loss over here as well. Plus also getting green tea here as well. That 12% in one day, that's just accidentally used the higher lot size. It was a, if you think about it, it was a 2.5 lot on a, oh, what the hell? Anyway, we just got a runner over here. So that was a 2.5 lot on a $7,500 account. You know, that's like using a 25 lot on a $75,000 account. Yeah. All right. Got almost 100 pips over here. Very nice. So I'm going to close this now. Beautiful. 100 pips, stops at break even, didn't get stopped out with this news event. Something like that happened to me on interest rates where I had that 200 pip trade and continue down. Awesome. Okay, let's kind of like recap this trade right here and see what happened. Now, basically, the whole idea was when we came to the charts was that price was right over here, right? So price made a low in a very, very high volume move. You know, we made a low at this point. The whole idea was that if we've made a low, there's a very high probability that this low will be retested, right? So we wanted to create some sort of like, you know, a retracement, and then we had some sort of a resistance created with this 30-minute candle. We created resistance. The whole idea was, okay, now if we're in a high volume time, we should continue pushing down. And the trade was executed right here. And another one was executed somewhere right over here as well. And then with volume, we continued moving down. And there was a lot of volume in the market, which we didn't predict. So it just continued on pushing the fuck down. So that's what happened in this trade. So now we're going to move on towards the next day over here. Oh, damn, still continued to move down here. Let's take a look on the weekly. Yeah, weekly did move down here. See the analysis we had on the weekly? Daily also moved down. We broke the low on the daily time frame, continued moving down. Crazy. Also filled the gap there on the left as well. All right. Oh, look at that retracement. Oh my God. Gold just does not really care at all. All right, so this is London Open, 3 a.m. Eastern, 4, 5, 6. Now we are at 6 a.m. Eastern. Another day, another probably a reason where we can make $1 here now. Let's remove all these analyses, looking at the 30-minute time frame. Let's remove these analyses over here. All right. Oh, do we have NFP? On this day, we have NFP. We don't have NFP. No, there's no NFP over here. Let's make sure. Oh yeah, we have NFP over here. Nice. Lucky you guys. We have NFP over here. Awesome. Great. Okay, let's take a look on the daily. Daily is bearish. Looking on the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour came down. We're probably creating a support at this point on the 4-hour time frame. What's this? So your bias was based on a rejection on a daily? Yes, and then we looked for opportunities on the smaller time frame. All right, so let's look at the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour is basically just consolidating at this point, right? We got a support down here. We have a lot of rejection. One clean resistance we have is up over here. So, I mean, yeah, it's a mess right here now. Gold is a big, big, big mess. There's basically nothing happening on gold at this point. Look at all these wicks over here. Look at these rejections here. Nothing happening over here. Absolutely nothing. Horrible. Horrible. What we would need is probably we may want to have a break of the support so we can go down to fill this wick almost 33 pips away. But that too is going to be very, very difficult. Also, if we can break above this resistance, we could probably go somewhere after that, but it's just tough, man. Just tough. Just consolidating at this point. Nothing really. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. Looking at the 15-minute as well, yeah, nothing. Very tough. So the only thing we would need is probably a break above, you know, these wicks or have a candle close above this area to go up. Other than that, yeah, I don't see anything happening at this point. So we shall have to wait. All right. Do we have ADP? We have ADP. Yeah, we got ADP here today. Okay. We'll see how ADP goes. Let's speed it up here a little bit because obviously we're just consolidating here and we basically need a candle to close above one of these zones. What's the software called again? Um, Soft for FX. The 30-minute candle is about to close over here. Let's see, how do we close? We close bearish, consolidating. 1 hour candles consolidating. This is a 20 pip range over here. This is where people, I think they kind of like force trade. Oh, we're moving down. All right. But are we going to close bearish? That's the whole question. Will we close bearish to move bearish? There we go. Candle has closed. 1 hour candle has closed bearish, which looks promising at this point. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute candle is also closed bearish. Yeah, I think we need this 30-minute candle to wick up, break the low, and then continue down. Because in all honesty, this is just a big, you know, this is just a rejection area right here. So we'll need a candle to close bearish within this area here to continue down. It's very risky, very tough. Yeah, very tough. Because it can reject here any minute. Oh, look at that. We're moving bullish from, yeah, very tough. Very, very tough. Oh, uh-oh. 15-minute candle is about to close. We're trying to make some moves over here. Oh, we're breaking the low, but also the 15-minute candle is about to close. So we gotta wait. So we'll wait for the 15-minute candle over here. 45 seconds. Let's see how we close. All right, 15-minute candle has closed bearish. This is the new 15-minute candle. We need this 15-minute candle to break the low, and then we can take a sell, and we can probably continue down towards this area right here. 23 pips. We need it to wake up first and then break the low. Oh, someone rang. Someone rang the alarm of our house. Yeah, nothing. Very tough. Very tough. We also got ADP, so probably the reason why we're ranging is because of ADP we have over here. Oh, one sec. Okay, awesome. Yeah, probably we got ADP, which is why we're consolidating at this point. Let's see what they're looking at. They're looking at pretty okay numbers. Previous was 640, 654. They're looking at 645. Almost the same numbers. Not a big, huge change. So, yeah. I'm not interested in these cells at all. I don't know. I'm just not interested in these cells at all. Might just use a buy stop and sell stops for the news. Oh wow, we're moving up a bit. We're making a move here now. All right. We are making a move on the 30-minute time frame. Oh, we're breaking the highs on 30-minute time frame. Just before ADP. Oh shit, we are gone. Oh my, oh my, oh my. 15 minutes before ADP, what's going on over here? Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the news over here now. We got news in about 10 minutes. I don't trust whatever the hell's going on here with gold. I think it's gonna be in our best interest to wait. Would you take the 15-minute fake out? No. If I would have taken it. Wow. We got ADP coming up in about right now. This is ADP happening, about to happen right now. Right? Right about now, we got ADP coming up. And I think the only way I'm going to be participating in gold is that we've made a big run to the upside. I think we'll need to see some sort of a retracement to continue pushing up because obviously we've missed this trade here, right? So whenever you miss a trade, always wait for a retracement and then a continuation. Very simple concept. So that's what we're going to wait for. We got ADP here now, so we're going to sit back and watch what happens on ADP. Nothing. So, yeah. Nothing. Obviously, we've missed this move up. So the next thing to do is to wait for price to come down, create support, and then continue pushing up. I think that's going to be a best idea. Can we do fresh analysis? We are doing a fresh analysis. Just gotta wait for price to retrace. We can create a support, and then we can continue moving bullish. This candle is also about to close. Wow, we're continuing to push past this area here. 15-minute time frame, continued pushing up. Wow, look at that run. Damn, look at that. 73 pips. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I think it's good because, we can do the same thing we happened right here. Price move down, retrace, continue down. So we moved up, we can retrace, and then we can continue pushing up. So that's something I think I'm going to wait for here. Push down. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. Wow, 4 hours, super, super, super bullish. Daily time frame, bullish. Weekly time frame, back bullish. Incredible. This candle's about to close. 15-minute candle's about to close. All right, are we going to create a support on the 15-minute time frame to continue bullish, or what's going to happen? Let's see what the news event was. News was where is it? Hold on. Where is ADP? I don't see ADP over here. There's no ADP over here. Anyway. Alright, 15-minute candle has started. Where can we break the high to continue pushing bullish? 15-minute candle. If we can break the high of the previous 15-minute candle, I think we can continue pushing up because we are in a high volume time right here. Take a look on the 30-minute time frame, 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame is super, super, super bullish. 15-minute candle is also super bullish. So I think at this stage, we can potentially take a buy, anticipate the volume to continue pushing price up. Yes, I think that's going to be an impulse entry at that point. So we gotta wait for it to come up a little bit, and then we can execute a buy, and then I think that's going to be a very, very good trade. If that happens, if you don't break the high, then there's no buys at that point. So I think we could target, 1908, something like up there, this wick here to the left hand side. Oh, see, nothing. Oh, we're about to make a move over here now. About to create a support. If that support is formed, I think that's going to be a wonderful idea. Or probably not. Well, 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 well. Yeah, nothing. If this 15-minute can break the high right here, I think that's going to be a little FOMO entry, but I think we could still continue pushing up because we are moving in a high. Oh, yeah, see right there. Oh, come on, pause. Right there. Wanted to enter, but I think we missed it. So we're still going to go in with a smaller lot size. It's going to be 0.5%. Ideally should have been a little earlier, but we missed it, anticipating it to continue pushing up. When the candle closed below support, it did something that many candles before couldn't do. What keeps you away from that sell? What support? You need to be extremely specific what support you're talking about. I have no idea what support you're talking about. No clue at all. So perfect. We've broken above the high. We're moving in a high volume time at this point. We had news come out. I think it was negative, which is why we're moving up at this point on gold. The candle is about to close. We are very bullish. We've broken above the highs. There's a wick to fill to the left hand side. You can see right here, 1908. So I think there's a very good probability we can continue on to that area. Oh, very nice. Almost 20 pips. Almost tapped that. So we're going to secure this right here. Secure about 90%. And yeah, let the rest run. Beautiful. We're going to tap it. Oh, we tapped it. 1895. Yeah, it wasn't really interested because we had ADP. The 30-minute candle closed below. The next one didn't break the low right here, so that's why I never really got interested in that sell. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to the next day over here. So a little forced trade, whatever, you know. So yeah, you can see the time. We're almost coming into 10 a.m. Eastern, which is very rare that I stick around till 10 a.m. Eastern. Oh wow, look at that. All right, let's move on to the next day. This is, oh, we're coming down here now. This is London Open. Damn, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. We are we are at 6 a.m. Eastern here once again. And what we see here is that price is just tumbling down. Let's take a look on the daily here now. Now, the trick is whatever happened in the previous day, we have to ignore that, right? We have to get really good at ignoring that. Let's take a look at this current daily situation, what's happening right now. The current daily situation is that we are breaking below the low of the previous daily candle 1. We're breaking below the low of the previous second daily candle 2, right? So we're basically breaking below this lows to potentially continue down. Looking at the 4-hour, this 4-hour candle has broken below the support. This is the new 4-hour candle, and I think we have range here to fill this wick. And if there's volume, I think we can continue pushing down here furthermore. Because if you look in the daytime, this is Thursday, and usually Wednesdays and Thursdays are high volume days, right? Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour candles had a very, very, very strong bearish volume here as price came down. Very, very strong bearish volume here, no doubt about that. We broke below this support. We're creating some sort of a resistance. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, we're creating a resistance here as well. Let's take a look to the left-hand side. Looking to the left-hand side, obviously we have this wick to fill here first, which is like 25 pips away. And then we have this entire range over here for price to continue down. So it's very easy to say that the bias is bearish, right? Price is in momentum. Um, we have this wick to fill on the 1 hour time frame if there's volume in the market. Let's take a look at the news here. We have how the hell did it change this to Thursday? Anyway, right? So I think the next trade that we can take is probably going to be if the next 1 hour candle can break the low right here, and then I guess we can take a sell for price to continue down. That's it. Or if we can get a candle to close above this resistance, then we can take a buy for price to move up because we have clean candles here to the left hand side. I think this could be a very, very easy day here to execute a trade if the candles form the way we expect them to form. Right? I agree with that. Oh, look at that. We're not even breaking the low over here. We're about to break the high. Well, we've broken the high. We just need the candle to close above this high now. Looking at the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we need a candle to close above this area to continue bullish. Is this MetaTrader 4? Yes. How much is this software? $100 a month. And you get me as a freebie. You know, I come to you, I hold your hand, and I help you. $100 a month. All right. So for price to move up, we need this candle to close bullish above 1894. Yep. If we can close above that area, I think we can. Oh, wow, man. This is moving a lot over here to think about it. Didn't really expect this to move this much, but wow, this is a 30 pip move over here. 30-minute candle is about to close in 3, 2, 1, close. There we go. 30-minute candle has closed. 15-minute candle has closed. I guess we can change our bias here a little bit. You know, I mean, if you look on the 30-minute time frame, I think we'll need now we have two things happening at this point. Maybe we'll need price to come down, create a support right here, and then continue moving back in the range to correct this move down, right? Or we could stick to that 1 hour candle moving back down. But yeah, we'll see how this 30-minute candle closes. I think it's going to be ideal to create a support so we can take a trade and just move on to the next day, right? And then just take up, oh, never mind, we're coming back down over here. Well, that's why you gotta wait for the candle to close. Coming pretty strong move down over here on the 15-minute time frame. What you doing there, gold buddy? The 1 hour candle is also about to close. So yeah, I mean, if we can close above this area on 30-minute time frame, and then we can see a bullish candle, I think we can continue pushing up. So constantly as the candle is forming, I'm visualizing what I want to see. All the time, I'm visualizing the candle I want to see. I want to see price move a certain way, you know, all the time. That's just what's going through my mind. So we can see here we got like 1 minute left for here for the candle to close, and look at the way we close. We close back. Now this is a fake out, right? No, this is not a fake out. For this to be a fake out, we still need price to probably break below the support. We haven't really. So yeah, I think what we would need is probably a candle to maybe actually close bullish. Oh, bearish. If we can close bearish, and then we can take a sell on the next candle to continue down. Because look, we are moving in a high volume time, right? It's pre-New York, right? And the next 1 hour candle is going to be the New York candle. So yeah, we'll need a candle to kind of like close bearish. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. Because this is just, yeah, it's just very nasty here on a 30-minute time frame, man. It's just very tough. Tough cookie. Oh, oh. Looks like something's breaking down. Can we take a sell over here or not? Even if we took a sell as we're breaking below the low, Wow, 36 pip stop loss over here. Maybe we can have it based on a 15-minute time. Oh, still 33 pip stop loss. Damn, it's too big. 30-minute candle is also about to close in 10 minutes, I guess. Let's just wait for it to close. Wow, so much FOMO. A lot of FOMO over here running through my veins. A lot of FOMO. Because I don't want to miss this move if it's going to move down. This is the wick we're targeting. All right, 30-minute candle has closed. Let's take a look on the 30. Oh, yeah, 30-minute candle closed above this support. This is perfect. Now, look, we're creating the support over here now. Rejection, 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 support, rejection. It's a good idea we waited. Because now it can go up, so we need a confirmation. Stop is big, but according to the reward, it's proportional. Yes. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to probably, if it's going to be a sell, may want to have a stop in the 30-minute time frame or something. We'll see. This 1 hour candle needs to close bearish. All right. This will be a very... Now, if we can close bullish, we can go up easy. Or if we can close bearish, we can go down. Yeah, look at that. If we can close just like this, a bearish candle, 102% we're moving down. About to close here now. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Candle has closed bearish. Perfect, perfect close. Perfect, 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 perfect close. Right? Look at this 30-minute candle closing bearish. Look at this time. NY open. I mean, this is where you look around. You're like, hey, man, it's going to be a crime if we don't take a bigger trade at this point. You know, so probably going to go with like 2%. Actually, we're going to do dynamic risk. Actually, no, screw it. We're going to do 2%. We're going to go with... Now, the stop loss on the 1 hour time frame is going to be around 38 pips, but we're going to have the stop loss based off of the 30-minute time frame. Right? 30-minute time frame is going to be around 23 pips, which is pretty okay. Not that bad. Right here. And then we're anticipating it to continue on pushing down. Downtown. Obviously, if we're going to create a top wick, we need to respect the previous high, which is also going to be the high we need to respect on the 30-minute time frame here. And then we can continue on pushing down. See that? We're making a top wick now. We're breaking below the lows. Oh, beautiful. Very, very nice. Now, we need to continue on moving down with this momentum. Oh, look at that. So nicely now. Coming into high volume time. We also got ADP coming up, which I am sure should continue pushing down if we don't reject over here to the left hand side. This is ADP right now. All right. I think it's going to be a good idea to maybe move the stop loss a little bit above this 30-minute candle to save ourselves some pain as if it gets stopped out. Oh, so dangerous. We gotta wait for this candle to close now. We got 10 simulation minutes left. All right, I think. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my God, that would have been such a nice move, even if it continued down. Yeah, this is still moving down, man. I don't believe that stop loss was logical, so just gonna enter it once again. This is still moving down. So we re-entered. I re-entered. Look at the 4-hour time frame. We got this range to fill here to the left hand side. Look at the daily time frame. Daily is moving down. Let's take a look at the news. News was super good. Look at this. ADP, super good news. 978,000. This is 110% moving down. Wow, look at that. Now we have the new 30-minute candle. Oh, damn, look at that. 1886. Incredible. There was no way we would have let that go. Stops at break even, and that's it. And now the next day we have NFP. We're going to use some, buy stops and sell stops, and then that's it. 20%. The first one, we could probably attribute the large percentage gain based on that we had that bigger lot size open on our first trade, so that's pretty good. Awesome. Stops are at break even. Let's forward the candle till like 10 a.m. Because if you look at the news event here, right, this is going to continue pushing bearish here, probably till 1882. We're going to tap into news numbers are 978,000. This means the market needs some time to absorb these numbers, right? Which means probably by NYSE open 9:30 a.m. Eastern, we're gonna price is gonna absorb these numbers, and probably we're gonna have a much bigger push than this as well. So we're gonna forward it to almost, oh wow, there we go. This is the new 4-hour candle forming at this point. Looking at the new 4-hour candle, super, super, super bearish. Oh my God, look at that. Still moving over here. 111 pips. Let's forward this one more. Yeah, this is just insane. Massive, massive positive numbers over here. We're just leaving a small runner run at this point. Amazing. Amazing move here in gold. Perfect. Close this. And now we're going to move on straight towards NFP. Oh, wow. Look at that. Just consolidation now at this point. Very nice. All right, let's move towards NFP here now, straight to NFP, because obviously there's no trading before NFP. So we're going to move straight to NFP. It's 3 a.m., 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see how we're consolidating here just before NFP, right? This is a lot of consolidation here. Let's move towards 15-minute time frame. Awesome. All right, boys and girls, welcome to NFP. NFFFFP. Let's see what they're expecting here. They're expecting good numbers. Awesome. But still, we're going to use buy stops and sell stops. Why didn't you close 50% when price came back to your entry point? I closed everything at that point. I closed everything at that point. We got stopped out, as you could see. Okay, so we're moving towards NFP here now, and we're going to do what we do always, buy stops and sell stops, NFP. Pretty basic strategy to trade NFP. All right, coming up over here. All right, okay, so we're going to take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, and all right. So the buy stop is going to go, oh, what the hell? This is 40. How many pips is this? This is 46 pips. Okay. That's a lot. All right. Risk is going to be, let's do 5% risk because we're still up here for the week. So we're going to use a higher risk over here. All right, then we have a bigger buy stop over here. Let's modify this. Okay, we got a buy stop, and then we got to use a sell stop right here, which is going to be, let's do it at 25 pips. 25 pips. Sell stop. Perfect. Awesome. Well, the stage is set. If we move bullish, I think we should continue pushing up till, I don't know, 100 pips. This is 100 pips, okay. You got clean range to the left-hand side, so That's all what I can see. And if we can move down, I guess we can move down towards 1859. Remove stop loss. I don't think so, because now, okay, here's the thing about buy stops and sell stops, right? When you're using buy stops, you're anticipating price to continue moving through this area. You're not anticipating it to retrace. If it retraces, close the whole damn thing. Sell stops, same idea. So I'm placing buy stops and sell stops above and below the current 30-minute candle, which is going to close in about, 40 seconds over here. That's where I'm placing these buy stops and sell stops, above and below the 30-minute candle. So we're gonna, hold on. Okay, we got buy stop activated. Buy stop is moving at this point. We are in 1820. First 10 seconds right here. So you can remove the sell stop. Buy stop got activated. Now it's up to you. Can this trigger both orders? Yes. Now you want to secure positions. You want to leave some running. So I'm going to leave about, 90% run. Maybe bring the stop loss here up a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Just let it run. Let it run, see where it goes. That's it. NFP right there, very easy. Let's see what the numbers were. Bad, good, good. Oh, bad, bad numbers. Worse than expected. ADP were super good. NFP were super bad. Not that super bad, but still bad. Hello, how are you? Alan from Rwanda. We are at 6:24 a.m. Oh, hello, how are you? Raja from Pakistan. We are at 9:24 a.m. 3 hours in the future. Sun is going to be shining today. All right, perfect. Wow, man, look at that. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour has just clean range over here. Wow. Awesome. Let's forward this on the 30-minute time frame. Wow, still moving over here. Very, very nice move here on NFP. Very beautiful. Oh, wow, still moving. Very nice. Awesome. Amazing. So I'm going to head off over here. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. This will not be on, I think we're going to keep it on YouTube till the next 2 hours. That's it. But for everyone who tuned in this morning, early morning, late at night, I appreciate you taking out the time. I hope we all learned something from this. Have a great weekend. Next week is going to be, I'm not sure about volatility in the market, but it's a holiday season. There could be some volatility, there could not be volatility. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to do. But yeah, take care everybody and have a great rest of the weekend.